Hello and welcome back to another Your Wrestling and to another edition of NXT Out of 10. Big show today because it is the go home show of NXT Before No Mercy, designed to set the stage for an event that could be really good, contract signings, etc, etc. Thought things you'd expect to find on a go home show. But before that, we had the Global Heritage Invitational final between Butch and Joe Coffey. Joe Coffey hit Butch with every big shot in the arsenal, but the Bruiserweight stayed in the fight. As the Gallus leader fumed outside, Butch sent him into the steel sets and then hit the better end in the ring to score the victory. It was delivered as expected. They could live up to the hype of the Brawling Brutes' previous performance with Axiom and Bate. This mainly comes down to structure. It felt like it was a showcase more than a heated battle at all. The story was inconsistent. Still, this ranks among the best matches Coffey's had in NXT. He clearly went to the focal point and looked more like the NXT destroyer he used to be. At the end of the day, Butch needed a win. It's likely his NXT return will end after No Mercy, so the brand needs to push into the fullest, and he will push Noah and Dar to probably one of the best matches he's had in his career, because that's just how damn good he is. So this gets 7 out of 10 for me. I thought this was good stuff, and I can't wait for that match. I think both competitors really benefited from this in their own individual ways. Before it's time for Trick Williams versus Joe Gacy. Williams made quick work of Gacy, countering the outside down on a running knee. After the match, Kelly Kincaid interviewed him, and he promised to win his own goal. This wasn't much of a match, but given the relative position of Gacy and Trick, this makes sense. Trick may be the most popular mid-card talent in NXT, and he's ready to capture his own goal. Since Dragon Lee was unable to beat Dirty Dom in 2 matches, Trick may be the best man to dethrone the North American champion. However, the schism needs to put off a complete reset, and it kind of may take months to fill. So why this was great for Trick Williams, I think they're really building him up as a credible character and challenger, which is really good, because he's so good, he deserves it. I think maybe this schism, it's just not great times for them at the moment, unfortunately. So get some out of 10 before it's time for Baron Corbin versus Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs matched strength to Baron Corbin, but the former lone wolf was too fast for him. He planted Briggs with an end of days to take the victory. Corbin then called out Breaker, who headed to the ring and took the first shot with the right hand. Officials then had to break them up. This was the second squash of the night, highlighting one man with future aspirations as well, and others falling into the background. Briggs should have got more from this match, but it was a goal to put over Corbin for his battle with Riker. The angle was little heat, despite the booking attempting to sell that. Both men are still heels. There's no real rhythm or rhyme to the reason why they hate each other beyond clashing egos. NXT kind of could have done more to sell this, I suppose. So it gets 6 out of 10. I think it was alright, but kind of just got there. Could have just done more of it. But before it's time for Out the Mud versus Hank and Tank, and they started off hitting and delivering big shots, Hank and Tank. However, a distraction from Six allowed Nima and Prince to seal the win with an assisted slam. This would have been an engaging sprint for a couple more minutes, but after a burst of offense from Hank and Tank, Out the Mud kind of stole it with one more move. While ATM has the potential, including scripts, is too corny to take seriously. In a tag division with loaded talent, Nima and Prince must show that they are more than just the big guys. And I think kind of here, unfortunately, that kind of didn't really deliver maybe what we expected. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to give this a 5 out of 10. Maybe this just wasn't quite for me. Before it's time for the strap match between Dijak and Eddie Thorpe. Dijak brutalised Eddie Thorpe, throwing him out around the ring and into the barricade outside. Finding the embarrassment was too much for Thorpe, who fought back after hitting a diving elbow, wrapped in a strap to win. Afterwards, Harsh Justice wraps his rival in feet in a turnbuckle and bashes him with his white belt. It took a while for the crowd to get into this one, but Thorpe woke up and got control. However, this couldn't help a match that never quite really reached the brutal heights that were almost billed. The two used the strap consistently as a weapon, but could have got more creative. The ceiling for this was Dijak versus Ilya. Instead, it was an OK stipulation match that kind of fell short despite its 10-minute run time. It looks as though the feud isn't over, but there is hardly anything left to accomplish. Thought got a definitive win, unless they're going to go again in an NXT Underground match. Maybe there's not much really they can do to raise the heights. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I think it was alright, but I still feel like it could have been better. It was then time for Tia Hale versus Danny Palmer. Danny Palmer sent Hale reading with her gymnastics background, but Hale only needed one shot. She ducked a corkscrew moonsault and locked in the Kimura lock. The rebrand of Hale has been solid overall, but the performance did nothing for her on Palmer. It's a classic NXT squash where the loser did most of the work before losing to one big move. If the goal is to make Hale look more dangerous, she needs a more complete moveset in the ring. She needs to show she is more than just a Kimura lock, unfortunately, and I'm not sure this kind of really did it. So unfortunately this gets a 5 out of 10 from me. It was alright, but maybe didn't quite deliver on maybe what I was kind of expecting here, if to put it like that. Before it was time for the number 1 contenders match between Dragon Lee versus Tyler Bate versus Axiom versus Trick. Trick fell on Axiom into the ring to make it a surprise for his. Dragon Lee and Tyler Bate worked each other out. this was the NXT of the past few months. Everyone delivering this bout, certainly important at the moment. Trick was centre of the story here, desperate to get his first title opportunity. However, he was outmatched by the pure athleticism of his impressive competitors. Luckily, he was the man at the right spot at the right moment at the end. While Bate and Axiom deserved a shot of their own, Trick had the easier story to tell with Dom Mysterio, and since Dragon had not finished the job just yet, the crowd will be completely buying into Trick beating Dirty Dom, whether it happens or not. I think, that's a great thing. So it gets 7 out of 10 for me. I thought, I think the potential is really there to deliver a great match. I think Trick, loving what they're doing at the moment. I think, good stuff. Before it's time for Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov contract signing. Ilya was very confident, mocking Carmelo's confidence. After Melo signed the contract, he delivered an emphatic statement, insisting he would not lose. This was a solid closing statement before Saturday's contest, though it could have been a bigger. Melo could not quite see himself as honourable, going back into his usual routine. The Mad Dragon is the best opponent for the A Champion's career. The two will deliver again at No Mercy. The question is, will they deliver at the Great American Bash? And I think, I'm pretty confident they will. I think, the way they put up to it has been really, really solid. I think now is the right time maybe for a title change. I think Ilya just came across so well here. Potentially that's the case. But I thought this was a good way to close the show. And overall this week, NXT gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, as far as Go Home go, they definitely squeezed a lot into it. But I think, it's a successful Go Home show. Definitely really hyping up the pay-per-view. I think, lots going on to be excited with the pay-per-view. So that's good stuff. It gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Like I say, enjoyable stuff. I'm very much looking forward to the show. But anyway, guys, that's it for you. Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Next what's going to be for daily wrestling news and subscribe to my channel. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.